One morning, a tired mama cat appeared at a doorstep with a tiny kitten in her mouth. Her fur was dirty and she looked very exhausted, but her eyes showed a strong hope. She had picked this house for a reason, as cats have an amazing ability to sense kindness in people. This mother, despite her hard life on the streets, was ready to trust a stranger with her most precious treasure. The man watched quietly as the mama cat placed her baby in a protected spot near his porch. She jumped when she noticed him watching. The kitten was so young, its eyes were still closed and it could barely move, completely dependent on its mother for everything. These first days of life are the most dangerous for kittens when they need constant warmth and feeding. Soon after, the mother returned carrying another tiny kitten. She placed it beside the first and looked up at the man. This time, her eyes seemed to ask for help. She repeated this journey until all 5 of her kittens were at his doorstep. A truly amazing show of trust from a stray cat who probably had few good experiences with humans before. Each trip must have drained her already limited strength, yet her motherly instinct pushed her forward. What she was doing was remarkable. Stray cats almost never bring their kittens to humans unless they're desperate or sense they can trust someone. By bringing her entire family, this mother was putting their lives in his hands, both asking for help and showing incredible trust. Once all the kittens were together, the man knew his first priority should be water, something often forgotten in rescue situations. He brought out fresh, clean water, which the mother drank eagerly. Clean water is essential for nursing cats to produce milk for their babies, and street cats rarely have access to clean water sources. Next, the man offered her some freshly cooked chicken, protein that's easier to digest than dry food. While she ate, he noticed the tiny kittens huddled together, making soft mewing sounds. While the mother ate, the man prepared a temporary nest using a cardboard box lined with soft towels. He carefully moved each kitten into the box, keeping them warm, critical for newborns who can't control their own body temperature. The mother watched closely but remained calm, another sign of her extraordinary trust. Finally, he helped her into the box with her babies, keeping the family together. Understanding that immediate vet care is crucial even when animals appear healthy, the man drove straight to the nearest animal clinic. At the clinic, the vet examined each kitten carefully, checking their weight, hydration levels, and overall health. The vet also tested the mother for common diseases like FIV and feline leukemia, an important step often skipped in rescue situations. Fortunately, all 5 kittens were healthy despite their rough start, and the mother tested negative for any diseases that could harm her or her babies. Back home, the man respected the mother's instincts by allowing her to choose where she wanted to nest. This is crucial for a nursing cat's comfort and milk production. After exploring the house, she selected a quiet corner in a spare bedroom closet. Dark, secluded, and perfect for raising kittens away from noise and stress. The man improved her chosen spot with soft blankets and placed food and water nearby, but not too close. Cats prefer to keep their eating areas separate from their nesting spaces, another detail important in cat rescue situations. He also made sure the area was warm enough for the kittens, but not too hot, as keeping the right temperature helps them grow properly. Over the following days, the man checked on the family regularly without being intrusive. He provided fresh food and water several times daily, ensuring the mother had enough nutrition to nurse her growing kittens. He also recorded their daily weights on a chart, a simple but essential monitoring method to ensure they were gaining properly. Kittens should gain weight steadily each day, and any kitten not gaining might need extra help. Gradually, the mother cat relaxed in her new safe home. She began to purr when the man entered the room, perhaps a sound she hadn't made often during her difficult street life. Her fur started to look better as she had time to groom herself, and her eyes lost the worried look they had when she first arrived. As the kittens grew stronger, their unique personalities emerged. One was especially vocal, always letting everyone know when it was hungry or wanted attention. Another was unusually curious, always the first to explore new things when its eyes opened. A third was more relaxed, content to sleep while its siblings played. The fourth was very friendly, seeking human touch early on. The fifth was playful and energetic, practicing pouncing and hunting skills even as a tiny kitten. The man found himself spending more time with this remarkable family, amazed by the mother's dedication and the kitten's fast development. He documented their growth with pictures, creating evidence that these kittens had been properly socialized from an early age. Proper early handling helps kittens become friendly adult cats who are more likely to find permanent homes. As weeks passed, the man grew attached to the cat family that had chosen him in their time of need. They transformed his quiet home into a place of growth and unexpected joy. What began as a simple act of kindness had become a meaningful rescue mission that saved 6 lives and changed his own life too. The once desperate mother now rested comfortably in sunny spots around the house, watching her babies grow strong and playful. Her body had filled out and her coat was clean and shiny. Sometimes she would look at the man and blink slowly, a cat's way of showing affection, as if thanking him for helping her when she needed it most. This rescue story highlights several important aspects of pet rescue that need attention. The immediate need for fresh water is crucial. Dehydration can be more dangerous than hunger for strays, especially nursing mothers. Prompt vet care is essential even when animals look healthy, as early help can prevent many common problems. Respecting a mother cat's natural instincts whenever possible reduces stress and improves outcomes for the whole family. The value of consistent monitoring can't be overlooked. Keeping simple records of weights and developmental milestones helps catch problems early. And perhaps most importantly, supporting spay and neuter programs helps prevent future generations of homeless animals from facing the same hardships this mother cat endured. For anyone who finds stray mothers with kittens, remembering these basics can make the difference between life and death for these vulnerable families. Local trap-neuter return programs reduce the cycle of homeless cats that leads to such desperate situations. Community education about responsible pet ownership is also key to preventing abandonment and neglect. Every kind choice, like this man's response when a mother cat asked for help, creates waves of positive change for animals who cannot speak for themselves but deserve our protection. The simple act of helping one family of cats might seem small, but to those 6 lives, it meant everything. The man often thinks about how differently things might have turned out if he hadn't been home that morning, or if he had ignored the mother's plea for help. But he was there, and he did help, and now, instead of 6 more deaths adding to the sad statistics of stray animals, there are 6 success stories. The mother cat who once had no one to turn to now has a permanent home, regular meals, and the safety she desperately sought for her babies. The shy kitten who stayed behind has slowly become more confident, learning from its mother that humans can be trusted. The 4 adopted kittens are growing up in loving homes, where they will never know hunger or fear. And the man himself has gained something precious: the unique bond that comes from being chosen by an animal in need, and the satisfaction of knowing he made a real difference. This story reminds us that rescue isn't always about grand gestures or organized efforts. Sometimes it's just one person noticing an animal's need and responding with kindness. It reminds us that animals are remarkably perceptive, often knowing exactly who might help them in their darkest moments. And it shows how trust, once given and honored, can heal even the deepest wounds of past trauma and neglect. For the mother cat, bringing her kittens to a stranger's door was an act of desperate hope. For the man, opening that door was an act of simple kindness. Together, those 2 moments created a chain of events that saved lives, created happiness, and reminded everyone involved of the powerful connections possible between humans and animals when we open our hearts to each other's needs.